welcome back to the Bank On It Podcast, episode number 19. We are brought to you by the Appalachian Newspapers, and I am joined by regional sports editor Randy White, Corey Vance behind the cameras. I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Dr. Shane Hensley at Downtown Dental. Every athlete knows a good smile builds confidence. Dr. Hensley at Downtown Dental in Pikeville can help build that confidence. Visit Dr. Hensley at 419 Town Mountain Road or call 606-433-1488 and score the perfect smile. Dr. Hensley performs all dental work and most insurances are accepted.
We're also brought to you by Presbyterian Homes of Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps. If you're looking for quality care for loved ones, look no further than Presbyterian Homes of Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps. Both facilities treat your loved ones with care and respect. They offer therapy, daily activities, exquisite cuisine, and home-like settings to make your family members feel at home. Call to schedule an appointment today. At Cedar Creek, call Jessica Thacker at 432-8243. And at Good Shepherd, call 456-8725. Caring for your loved ones is what we do best.
And a big thank you to City Tire and Auto Center in Pikeville. It has moved. Their new location is at 110 Freddie Lane, right off the South Mayo Trail, directly across from Pikeville Floral. Give them a call today at 606-437-3005. And I guess the first thing we have to do this week is congratulate the Johnson Central Golden Eagles on a huge 15th Region Championship, and what a run they had in that tournament.
Exactly. I mean, this time of year, Johnson Central playing well, made great. They made great adjustments game to game. They game plan for each opponent. I mean, just what a great job Jacob Rice, the defense that kid put on. Just a great run by Johnson Central.
Yeah, he was matched up against basically the other team's best player in just about every round of this tournament, and we saw it. He did a fantastic job. And
you know, one of the things too is that was Johnson Central's 8th straight year in the region championship. Wow. Pikeville had won 2 in a row. They hadn't won since 2015, so they break that streak. This is Tommy McKenzie's 15th Region Championship as a Johnson Central head coach. They go on to the state tournament Wednesday to play Trinity at 1:30 p.m. And over in the 14th Region, Perry Central will be taking on Louisville Butler also Thursday at noon. So, I mean, just what a great tournament, great atmosphere, Wes. I mean, the Expo did it right, and, you know, just full of excitement and action. Any last thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, it was a great job and such a great turnout. I mean, the place was packed for the semifinals and the finals.
6,200, I think. Was
unbelievable. So, again, congratulations to the Johnson Central Golden Eagles on their run to Rupp, winning the 15th Region Championship. Stick around and check out some of the highlights from the boys' 15th Region.
Well, that's our thing. You know, we come out, and it's something we do every year to start the regional tournament. Is we try to focus in on 96 minutes. You know, we got to get to the end of that 96 minutes to have a chance to compete for a state championship in Rupp Arena, and so that had to be our focus here tonight. So I thought they came out really focused. That's one of the great characteristics about our team is we have a lot of quality depth, a lot of quality players who can play, and these guys, they don't care to share it. And we always want to have more system. We do turnovers, and we had 9 and 6 there. I think it was at halftime, and that's been the trend with this team over the last month or so is the fact that they are sharing the ball. It's been a different guy every single night, and that also means we're getting out and getting easy buckets in transition, which is the way that we want to play, set up our press that way. And so we're real proud of them for advancing the ball and sharing it like that, and just being about the team and not about themselves.
You know, just talk about the way Gabe Farrell shut the ball. I mean, you know, most of the season he didn't play. He was out hurt.
come back down the stretch, he's played really well, and then tonight, I mean, the way he shot the ball tonight was
great.
He
changes everything.
Yeah.
He's a guy that the other team has to defensive game plan for. Obviously, he opens up a lot of those driving lanes that we were talking about earlier, and he doesn't take bad shots. He can make 3 or 4 threes in a row and kind of get in that offensive rhythm, and he doesn't force the 4th one. He doesn't force the 5th one. So he's a senior. He's an experienced kid. I'm happy to see that he's able to come back from that injury, and he's got the freshest legs of anybody on the team right now. So he's just. And the good thing about Gabe from last year to this year, he's looking for that shot. He's really looking for that shot. So he obviously opens up a lot of. We're blessed to be there, honestly, on Friday night. And I told our guys before we started this game here tonight, there's no easy game. All 8 teams can play, but they're here for a reason, and it's not going to be any different here on Friday night, regardless of who we play. It's going to be somebody that's capable of beating us. So we got to come out with that same focus we came out with tonight, extend that over a 32-minute period. We've only got 64 minutes to go, and hopefully we can come out here with a win.
The biggest adjustment, Randy, was just playing harder. I mean, we come out and our kids, like I told them, we didn't come out ready to go for whatever reason, and we had them scouted good and we were prepared. And I kept telling them, sometimes kids this day and time are really hard to coach. Because they read too much on social media, they stay on their phones too much, they didn't listen to their coach and get proper rest, and several of them come in there dead-legged, and it about bit us in the tail. So hopefully they'll learn from this, and and like I said, it wasn't nothing X and O wise. It was just peeling the paint there at halftime, getting on their butts really hard, and we come out and played like we're supposed to play. Like the best team in Eastern Kentucky plays. Yeah. And that's what we did the second half. Defense, believe it or not, we don't approach games offensively. We approach games defensively. Defense has to be a constant. As you showed tonight, Cody didn't shoot the ball well. We didn't shoot the ball well as a team, but our defense was there. In the second half, and defense always has to be a constant, even when you're not shooting it well. And we don't change, and we play a pressure man-to-man defense, full court, half court. It's all the same principles. If we play full court, it's an extension of our half court man. If we play half court, it's our half court man, and ball you man, keeping people in front of you. And we did a good job of that the second half. Playing as well right now as any team in the 15th region. They're healthy. Early on there were some bumps in the road, and I kept telling people, I said, guys, the Farrell kid's out. Rice was hurt, and Coach McKenzie does a good job, and he's got them playing really good right now. They're at full strength. They're healthy. It's like I told the kids, what an unbelievable atmosphere Friday night if things play out the way it should play out. Yeah. But there's still 2 more games tomorrow. But right now, Shelby Valley Johnson Central semifinal game. I mean, it's going to be a slobber knocker. I mean, 2 really good teams.
I felt like we fell in love with the three-point shot in the first half. We took some quick shots, which played to their advantage. We had told them before the games in our preparation that that's what they wanted. They wanted quick, bad shots to get one shot and out, walk it up the floor and slow down the pace, and that's what they got in the first half. We weren't really making shots. Got it going a little bit in the second half. I felt like Kobe Fugit did a really good job of getting the ball in the middle of the lane and making good decisions. Nick Keaton got it going a little bit, and then Seth Williams made some big plays for us offensively. He made some big shots and made some great passes too. Right, yeah, I just felt like we wanted to speed them up. We wanted to make them play up tempo. Just Khan's such a hard guy to stop in the post. If he gets you on his back end, he's either going to score. He has a really nice touch and can finish through contact. But I felt like our defense really created our offense there in the second half, especially to start. You come back out, you're down 5, and you come back out and get a few turnovers. It kind of got us going. They call a quick timeout, and I really think it really generated our offense early. Yeah, Pikeville's a really good team. We played them earlier in the year. They play really good defense. They got some senior guard, veteran guards, really good. They got size down low. I haven't really seen Pike Central much this year, but you know they got some good size down low too. I noticed walking by them out there. But whoever you face, you're going to have to play. You're going to play your tail off, and same kind of energy defensively. You got to get it going, make it an up-tempo game. That's the way we like to play. So. Just defense and rebounding at this point in the season, I think they're going to get you over the edge. But it's like I told our guys, there's not too many times in this game you get a chance for redemption, and we get that on Friday night.
Good win, first round win for us. Felt like we come out a little bit slow, but luckily Riley kind of got going, and then we started picking it up and went small there for a little bit. I thought our energy picked up a little bit, so then we came out and we started strong in the second half and just kind of never let up. Oh yeah, that was good for us. Trying to get a little momentum. Paintsville. I mean, the way I feel about it, 4 best teams is left in it right now.
Yeah.
And Paintsville is really good. They're good enough to win the whole thing. So we're going to have to come and be ready to play, be prepared, and hopefully compete. For 4 quarters. Yeah, we can't afford to give them. They got some really good players, some good shooters, and we don't want to give them anything easy to let them kind of get hot right from the tip. So we want to just try to frustrate them best we can and try to get some easy ones ourselves to kind of get us going.
Yeah, you mentioned Riley. Just talk about how good it is to see, him knocking down shots like that, 8 for 10 from 3-point range as a freshman on this kind of stage. That's as a coach, you got to be thrilled to death about that.
Yeah, he can shoot it with the best of them. And that's what I told the guys. When you got somebody hot, you just got to find the hot hand. I thought they did a good job of doing that. When he did get going, we got him looks, and he continued to knock them down. It's going to make it easier for us to stretch the floor on people.
Well, I thought, for number one, Jacob Rush did a phenomenal job on Cody Potter. I mean, he's such a great basketball player. They do a great job of getting him into some space and running some good stuff for him, getting some shots. And the only thing that we wanted to do, honestly, is make it tough on him. We just wanted to make it tough on him. We wanted to make his catches tough and his shots tough. Jacob did that. 32 minutes, didn't take him out of the game, didn't want to take him out of the game. And if I'd asked him to play 35, he would have played 35. And, I was telling you there a little bit earlier, one of the things we told him this week, we had 3 days to get ready for Shelby Valley, and we told him, we're going to give him some different looks. We're going to start you on it, and we're going to go to John King, we're going to go to Braxton Midland. He said, no, I've got him. So I sat down and explained, you may have to sacrifice some offense, and he was perfectly fine with that. And you saw the result. I mean, he just did a phenomenal job on him, and because he did that, it elevated everyone else's defensive play. And I thought that we did a good job late in the game of coming up with some rebounds when we had to. A couple of them got away from us, but when we had to make the plays, we did that down the stretch. Absolutely. One thing that we talked about was that there's no detail too small in this ball game. Shelby Valley's a great team. They're well coached. They take on the identity of Coach Hicks. He coaches hard, and they play hard, and they weren't going to beat themselves. We had to go beat a really good team tonight, and I thought we did that. And one of the ways that we did it, we took care of the ball. We shot good shots for the most part. A couple of times we got away from what we wanted to do, but I think for the most part we shot good shots, and we didn't overpass, we didn't overplay. We didn't take a whole lot of chances when it comes to offensively. We played smart, and something we've been doing for the last month. We've got a motto, and we call it layup or setup. We want to run the ball down in transition like we always do. That's kind of the staple of our program. But when we don't have it, we got to set it up, and you have to have real smart kids to do that. And we did that in the second half. We set it up, and we got the ball in the key players' hands, forced them to do a couple of things that I think that they didn't want to do on the defensive end, and it worked out for us. But Ken Moore had an amazing night tonight. He shot the ball so well, and coming into this game, I thought he was one of the kids that we could kind of play off of. And great players, big time players make big time plays, and he made some big time plays tonight. So he was really good. And but I think that going back to what Jacob was able to do on Cody Potter, where we didn't have to use those block guys to help and hedge and bump on the cutters, and he did such a phenomenal job that we could stay home a little bit with those guys, didn't give up those easy buckets, and then we didn't give up a whole lot of offensive rebounds for stickbacks either. So I thought that our post guys, we had to fight. We had to fight in the post. That's one of our keys, fight in the post. And those guys looked at me like I had two heads, because you got Cody Potter and the Works guys out there that can just take you off the dribble and score so many different ways. And they're like, what do you mean stay? I said, you got to stay home. You got to stay home. If nothing else, you got to stay for dribble penetration. And those guys are good enough on those blocks to score and get you 10 or 12 and beat you. But I thought our guys did a real good job on it. Yeah, well, obviously we know Paintsville a little better than we know Pike. We play them 3 times, but the other side of that, they know us a lot better as well. So they're a really good team. Coach Sloan does a great job. Obviously, Pikeville back-to-back regional champions, beat us twice. Left a sour taste in our mouth, and obviously they're really good again. So I think either team we played them on that is going to be really good, and they're going to be really hard to beat, especially with a quick turnaround that we have. And what we have to do is get ourselves grounded a little bit. This is a great win, emotional win tonight. We need to enjoy it tonight and celebrate it tonight, but we got to get right back to work in the morning. And try to game plan for whoever we're playing. And here's the thing, and I believe this, and I told our kids this too. At this point in our season, it's about what we're doing. It's not about what Pike was doing tomorrow night, or what Paints was doing tomorrow night, or what Shelby Valley was doing tonight. It's about what Johnson Central was doing, and we got to concentrate and focus more on that. We did that here tonight. Tomorrow we got to do the same.
always tell them, you know, every possession matters in a game like this. And, man, we felt like we just made some really, really bad mistakes, just dumb decisions, you know, really all through the game. And, you know, luckily we got a lot of fight in us. You know, we made a couple big shots down the stretch. Christian did an excellent job attacking the rim. And then, you know, we made a couple big defensive plays. You know, even Lathan got a couple really big rebounds for us there at the end. So, you know, we made plays what mattered most. Yeah, no, we felt fortunate just to be down 6 because we felt like they really outplayed us. They shot the ball extremely well. You know, and they got up. I think they jumped up 10-2 or 12-2 early to start the game. So, no, we was very fortunate to be back in it. You know, then I thought, you know, from that point on, we kind of cut back into it and maybe tied the game up there in the third, and you know, it was back and forth from that point. Yeah, no, they played huge for us. Made some key plays, like you said, steal down the stretch, shot or two here or there. Chris getting to the rim, hitting some big free throws. But yeah, we also felt like, you know, our guys coming off the bench. You know, Lathan had some really big rebounds for us. Zach hit some big three, cut the lead back to 1. So you know, everybody just came in and gave it everything they had. You know, these guys don't want to go home. Johnson Central, and the same thing I told somebody earlier, there's a reason they're in this every year. And, you know, why Tommy's been corrupt so many times. And I even made a statement, you know, back mid-season when, you know, Shelby Valley beat Johnson Central 20, and Batesville beat them 20, and we beat them 20. And I said, and I told people, I said, you know, that's a team you're not going to want to draw come 15th region tournament time. You know, because Tommy, he gets those guys ready, gets them back healthy, and you know, they just play good at the right time. So it's going to be a tough fight tomorrow. And, you know, hopefully we come out with win.
Oh man, we knew going into the game, coach said that they were going to make runs, and we just had to stay focused, stay confident, stick to our game plan, and answer back. And really, we just needed to stay calm. I was trying to keep everybody calm. Isaiah did a great job handling it. Everybody did. Whenever the pressure came, and we knew the pressure would come, and we just knew they'd be physical with us because they're a really experienced, physical, strong team, and we just needed to keep the ball in our hands and stay calm with it. And I think we did a great job of that towards the end. You know, we put the ball in the hole at the free throw line. I was able to trust my teammates a lot with help defense, and I knew that they could play. If I had to deny a guy, I knew they could go 4-on-4 and hold their own and play well and out box out and rebound and close possessions for us. And they did a great job of that. And I just had to guard my man and stay on him and hold him to limited shots and make those shots if they got tough. And luckily, they didn't go a lot for Cody or Connor. And those are great offensive players. And we just did a good job of focusing on them and holding them. Yeah, we were able to come out and execute our offenses and stay calm and get the shots that we needed to get. They started out the man-to-man, and we got to execute our offenses. And I got a couple easy shots, and John got some. And Isaiah hit a three. Gabe hit a couple threes in the first half, and they were big shots, and they were just good shots. Yes, sir. This is my 5th region championship in a row, and I've lost 3 in a row, and it would have killed me if I would have lost this one. And I think just our will to win helped us through that extra couple minutes at the end, and we were able to calm down and focus on what we wanted was our end goal, which was the end of our season rough, and that helped us through it.
Honestly, we just came out, we talked about how we wanted to punch them early. Yeah. We needed a cushion, and we were up by 10, we only won by 5. We knew we needed that cushion, so we just came out, played hard, and secured that. You're on the team we played them.
Yeah.
And I thought we had it won at halftime. We unfortunately didn't. And last year, I mean, they were just really, really good. But this year, finally overcoming that hump to beat my entire high school career, it's surreal.
And when they're giving out the awards, a kid like Jacob Rice, who, takes on Cody Potter for Shelby Valley, gives up his offense and, plays defense for the team, gets named MVP. Talk about how big that is as a senior. I mean,
he is the best player in the region. He's the smartest player in the region. He's the best defender in the region, period. Cody Potter is someone that can go out and give you 35 on any night. He got 12 points last night. Come in here. I thought he did a heck of a job on Connor Roberts.
Oh, yeah, I think
he's just
so.
Phenomenal. I mean, he's a coach on the floor.
Last thing I'll let you go. Is there anything good to say about Jar Van Hoos?
Yeah, he's a Van Hoof.
Well, I'll be honest with you. One of the things we told our kids before the game ever started was at some point you're going to be behind. This is a really good basketball team. It's really well coached. And we knew they weren't going to beat themselves. We got to beat them. And we knew they were going to make some runs on us. I'd be honest with you, got a little nervous when that run came at the end of the game. I thought our guys did too. But I thought with the tide turn, we started being more aggressive against that half-court trap instead of being passive. We got out of this mode of trying to ice the game away and got a couple of easy ones on the baseline. That really helped us when we could stretch that out. Had guys hit some free throws, got a couple of stops on the defensive end. But again, Pike was a great team. Coach Justice, Coach Newsom, great job. We knew we was going to have a tough game. Proud of our kids. They made plays down the stretch. I'm real proud of them. Well, I'll tell you, we would have been thrilled to beat anybody in the regional championship game, but we needed this to beat Pikeville. We needed to slay the dragon. They got us the last couple of years. We knew we had our hands full this year. We needed to beat Pikeville here tonight. And Jacob Rice, can't say enough about that kid. I'll be honest with you. He wins the MVP. He probably didn't have 20 points all tournament. I don't know how many he had, but it wasn't meant to be more than that. But man, he sacrificed everything to take away something from somebody else. It's the most unselfish thing I've ever seen. And I was real proud to see that he won the MVP. I think he was our MVP. The other thing about it is he had to listen to the stories of the 4 in a row. Those kids won 4 in a row. Well, Jacob Rice is playing 4 in a row. Hadn't got the win. He needed to win this tonight. He needed to write his own headline. He needed to leave his own legacy. And you know what? We're going to talk about those 4 teams, but it's kind of what have you done for me lately? This is the team that's going to come up in the next conversation. I'm happy about that. You win the region, you get Morehead State as a reward, basically. We know we got our hands full, but we're playing with house money. Nobody's going to expect us to win that game. Honestly, we're going to go down there and we're going to play Louisville Trinity. I think Louisville Trinity ended up winning the game. David Johnson, great player, Mr. Basketball candidate. We're going to go in there and give it all we got. We're going to be. Here's the thing that I think separated us from this tournament. I think there were some teams that come into this thing nervous and anxious. We came into this thing excited. That's a totally different mindset, and we embraced it. And that's what we got to do in the state tournament. You got an opportunity to go to. You're one of 16 teams practicing tomorrow, practicing on Monday. But we got to go down there. And, like I said, we got to play loose. We got to be excited, embrace that moment, see what happens.
All right, we want to say thank you again to our sponsors, Presbyterian Homes at Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps, Dr. Shane Hensley at Downtown Dental, and City Tire in Pikeville. And it's Monday. It's the girls' 15th Region Championship or semifinal tonight with Pikeville going up against Floyd Central. And Shelby Valley going up against Johnson Central in the championship game tomorrow night.
Yeah, and the cool thing about the girls' championship this year and the region championship, they're playing to go to Rupp 2. First time ever the girls going to get to play on the Rupp Arena floor. So, I mean, that brings a whole new level of excitement to these games. First round, we had some good games, but these semifinals and finals should be very interesting over there tonight.
Yeah, it should be an absolute dogfight over there. And, I mean, I think most people agree anybody could come out of this region at this point.
I mean, it's any of the 4, whoever wins it's not going to be a surprise. I mean, all 4 teams are playing well, and, they got good shots. I mean, it's going to come down to execution and who's making shots.
Yeah, and what a great experience it is for the girls to get down and get a chance to play in Rupp Arena. That's going to be huge.
I mean, that right there makes the boys' tournament so special because everybody wants to play on that Rupp Arena floor. Now the girls get the same chance and the same opportunity. It just creates more excitement for girls basketball.
Well, we will definitely have all of that covered, and stick around and check out some of the highlights from the girls' 15th Region tournament at the East Kentucky Expo Center.
Yeah, our defensive effort the second half was really, really strong. We found a combination that we're working well together. We made a little adjustment at halftime defensively and stopped doing some of the things we were doing in the first half that weren't working as well. And honestly, it's probably my fault for going as far with it as we did. But I can't say enough about these girls. They didn't get rattled. They kept their composure, and that's what your seniors are supposed to do. And I love them, man. They played so hard and played really focused in the second half especially. And hats off to Lawrence County. They had a great game plan, played hard, real physical basketball team. They had a great season too. So we're just thankful to be alive for the semifinals. Well, we know they like to double down in the post, and so we try to either flash somebody high or dive somebody opposite. And we worked on it in practice and evidently forgot what we worked on the first half. But the second half we did a little better job of that. We were able to maybe exploit a few mismatches from a physical standpoint, from an experience standpoint. And I think that helped us a lot offensively. We got a couple of shots to go down and settled in real good and got some confidence going. And it was fun to watch if you like defensive basketball. I was really pleased with this team. Anytime the girls' state tournament is last, it's good for the girls' teams because we had a few extra days to prepare as every girls' team has. But we don't play again until Monday, so it gives us a chance to get our legs under us. Gives us a chance to come cheer for our boys on Friday night. And it's really important this time of year because our kids they're tired, and I know everybody's kids are tired if they're still playing. And, I think that's a great advantage for the girls' teams.
Well, we hang our hat on defense at Shelby Valley. We always have. And I told my girls, I said, there's going to be times in the game where we're going to struggle offensively. Mm-hmm. We can't let that affect our defensive game. If we'll continue to share the ball, play defense and rebound it, I feel like we've got a chance to win it. And my girls just fought through it and they got it done. Well, we discussed that at halftime, Randy. I told the girls, they fought back in the first half and did a phenomenal job. I said, continue to fight. And I said, if we can get them in a situation where we can get a press on them, and get us 2 or 3 quick baskets. Now they're in a position like we were the first half. They're going to have to do some things they don't want to do. So they had to come out. They tried to match up out of a 2-3 zone. Mm-hmm. And once we got that lead, turned them over a few times, we pulled them out. Alyssa, one play in the game, she got down on herself. I jumped her a little bit. She didn't respond real well. I didn't put her back in the first half. Mm-hmm. I talked to her at halftime. And I'll be honest, I told her I loved her, just like I do every one of my kids. And I told her if her teammates need her. And when she came back out, she was a different kid. Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought that the key to beating McGoffin County, you had to take Stacy out of the game. And I felt like we done a really good job of that in the first half. She got some looks. She got, but you got to give the kid credit. She knocked down shots when it counted. They're a solid team. You don't make it to the region for no reason. But I feel like, we did play really well defensively. Well, when we decided to quit beating the ball to death and we were working the ball, you could get the ball inside. We wasn't getting it inside as much through penetration as it was ball movement. But, any coach knows that. Ball goes inside, ball comes out, that's a better shot. Off the drive, off the post, it don't matter. But, we had some girls that stepped up and hit some big shots tonight. I haven't looked at the stats, but, we probably hit more threes tonight than we've hit in the regular season consistently. Yeah, it's really good. That's what we was telling them, that you got to be humbled by making it. but you also got to stay hungry and want more than that. Either one, Pike Central or Pikeville, that's going to be a tough game for us. I mean, they're both really well coached teams. They play really well, but it's kind of two different styles of play. Either you're going to get pressed and you're going to be up in your face, or you're going to have to deal with a lot of size. So you couldn't game plan to this point because it's two different things.
Yeah.
It's huge for them to go out and play with that confidence in the first 2 or 3 minutes, because a lot of times teams go out in the first 2 or 3 minutes and kind of play tight. Well, I didn't think we played tight at all. I thought we came out and we just played, and that's what we've been talking a whole lot about, a lot of times when you're one of the top teams and you feel the pressure, it's not just the pressure at school to be successful, the pressure at home to be successful, the pressure from your coach, and a lot of times we forget that they're 14, 15, 16 years old. And I keep saying, I'm like, girl, success for me as a woman is to see you playing a game I love with a smile on your face. And I think they've really kind of relaxed and really done that here lately. We controlled it early on, but we didn't in the second quarter. Like I kept saying, like, did they not hear me saying set it up, set it up, set it up? But that was the credit to Pike Central and how they rushed us and put us in a rush and got us in a hurry. And we really struggled at times. And we knew that it was going to be they foul a lot and they play because they play really aggressive, and that's a credit to them. Like you can't get girls to play like they play, and the fact that Derek has got those girls playing as hard as he is, it says something about him. And we knew we were going to have to be really good with the ball. We knew we were going to have turnovers, but we knew that it was going to really come down to free throws. And it was because we've really worked a lot on situations in practice, and they have to go against Robert and Derek and JT and all these big boys every day. So trying to make them mimic what they're going to see in the game and make them handle those situations. And it's big, and especially in tournament time. And we're still some things we got to get better. But we're going to take tomorrow off and come in Saturday and Sunday and go to work.
Monday, have that extra rest, that extra time to prepare.
Yes, we needed a day because we really, honestly, I'm a bad coach because we came in, we won the district on Wednesday. We took Thursday off, and we've practiced every day since then. And the other day the girls were like, Coach, I was like, I know, you're tired, I know. And so we're going to take tomorrow off. And, it's good because other regions are doing some crazy stuff. Like they're playing the first round on Saturday, semis on Sunday, and the finals on Monday. That's just too much. And especially for somebody like me because I like to prepare. So I need some time.
I thought our kids played with tremendous heart all night long. They battled Ellswick in there, battled Rowe when she came in, played a lot of minutes tonight. And I just felt like we did a really good job on everything except helping down on some of those pick and rolls like we should have. And they're a good basketball team.
Yeah.
They do a good job setting those screen rolls when you play man-to-man against them.
Yeah.
And we're not real fast, so I don't feel comfortable with us playing a lot of zone because I'm afraid we can't cover their shooters. So we just stuck with our man, that's what we do. That's who we are. It's our identity. And our girls just found a way to win, gutted it out, and made enough free throws at the end to take care of it.
Yeah, and it seemed like once Cassidy came in for Shelby Valley, it seemed like that kind of gave them a little boost. I mean, were you all prepared for that?
Yes.
Because it seemed that the second half y'all kind of adjusted a little better to her.
We practiced for that, just to be honest with you. We talked extensively the past couple of days. These coaches, back me up on this, but we talked extensively about that possibility, about her playing and playing quite a few minutes if necessary. And she's a great player, and I thought Sammy Sides did a fantastic job on her. I think she finished with. What'd she finish with? 6, maybe 5. I've said I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Sammy did a great job, and Sammy's been doing that the whole postseason. If you look look at the first round game, look at the district tournament. So, hats off to Sammy. She's becoming a great defensive player as well as a good shooter. Our tendency, and it's been this way all year long, is to just. We just get in the fog sometimes.
Yeah.
We just lose our focus sometimes. And I felt like that's what happened. And one of her teammates gave her some encouraging words, and I got after her a little bit, and she came to herself there, hit a couple of big buckets and some free throws late, got a big board down on the other end. So it's just a team effort, man. You look at these girls, and they just play so hard and play so well together. They take pride in doing what it takes to win.
Tomorrow night, whoever you're going to face is going to be another tough challenge.
It's going to be brutal.
Yeah, I mean, just talk about either way, Pikeville or Floyd Central. I mean, both teams are really good.
Yes.
A lot of talent on both sides. Just talk about the possible matchup.
But we'll definitely be the underdog tomorrow night, no matter who we play, and we know that. But we're going to come in battle, and we're going to try our best to repeat. And we've been counting down minutes. It was tonight it was 64, now it's 32. So we get 32 more. Then we get to represent our region, which has been the goal all season long, even though we've not played like it sometimes. But that's been the goal all season long. So.
I know, if you look at Leslie and like the things that she does for our team that are not on the stats, it's huge, because she just helps us handle the pressure. She helps us move the ball. I mean, just so proud of her and how she's, just her and my seniors have just really made sure that everybody stayed focused because they want to, we've talked about all year, we want to end it at rep. And, big key for our girls is that they have to play as a team, and we've really talked about that all year, about moving the ball, and I think now you can really see them doing it. And I mean, everybody's scouting report on us is going to talk about the high-low, and we know that, and we have to do a good job and get the ball there, and we have to get in different sets, but most important thing is we got to play defense because when we get stops, good things happen to us. It's huge, and it starts with Olivia because every night, Olivia's got to guard somebody who's really, really good, and tonight she had to guard a great player who I honestly believe is the best mid-range jump shot in our region. I mean, best one we've seen all year, and we really talked about that. We had to do a good job on her, and it started with that defense, and it just went from there. I have a big thing about teams that touch and teams that high five and pat each other on the back, and And then for us, it's about smiling. We got to smile at each other. We got to look at each other, because a lot of time when teams are angry, they won't look at each other. And if you look at somebody in the eye and give them that "I got confidence in you" look, then I think that really helps. So we're getting there. And sometimes we have lapses and don't know who the heck we're guarding, but we really, we do have to. We know we have to communicate. It's just part of being good teammates. That's the last thing I say to them every time. Be good teammates. I stay up all night and watch game film because I honestly am not prepared for them. And I get my girls back in tomorrow and let them know, this is the game plan, this is what we're going to do. And they're so good and they play so physical, and we're really going to have to handle that physicality and how they play inside. And then they've got a great guard in Sammy, and we know that Belcher's going to be getting to the rim, and we've got to do a good job on her.
It's the best feeling in the world. Like, I can't even explain it.
Rupp Arena is something that's never happened before in the girls.
Crazy.
Just talk about how cool that is, knowing that you'll get to play on Rupp Arena and finish the season there.
It makes me want to cry just thinking about it. Like, it's the best feeling ever. That's what really got us started. We just have to come out strong, and we knew that because we had to hit them in the mouth before they hit us in the mouth. That's our saying. We're going to hit them in the mouth. And, just really, I'm just so proud of my team. I can't explain it. I think that we will play very good at Rupp Arena. We're very excited about it, and as long as we keep playing how we have been, then it's going like clockwork.
Yeah, just when we score, I don't care if we score 4 points. Those 2 times we score, I'm going to be so happy for my teammates and excited. It's just a good experience.
Just talk about, the extra excitement level. Going to Rupp Arena this year, first time ever for the girls tournament. How cool is that?
That's going to be, honestly, it's going to be so fun, and I can't wait. Last year it was a lot of fun, but we didn't work as hard as we should have. But this year we definitely buckled down and was ready. We were ready to fight. She's really got us focused, and honestly, she is such like a good role model for everyone. She just makes us stronger women.
This is really our redemption year. We thought last year that we lost for a reason, and the reason is to come back this year and win it.
Yeah.
And it was so great because I didn't get to play last year because I got hurt on the tip. So coming back and getting to play my senior year and then winning it like this is just awesome. Yeah, that's insane for us because we're not only making history at our school, we're making history all over to be one of the first girls teams to get to play at Rupp Arena. So that's pretty cool for us. Yeah, that's always been one of Coach Orm's major keys because she says that we play best when we're having fun and not really stressing about it.
Yeah.
So that's one of our major things to try to do is to play and still have fun and love the game.
The big win. I mean, how excited are you for your girls to get to play at Rupp Arena?
Oh my gosh, I mean, it's huge. Just for us to start off the year the way we did. I mean, we lost 5 games in December, and we knew we were really going to have to. It really was good for us. It was a blessing because it made us have to focus. And just like this draw was a blessing because it made us have to focus. Just extremely proud of our seniors and all of our kids and how they stepped up.
Yeah, it's so close last year to come back focused and to get this done. I mean, that's a lot of dedication and work by your girls. I mean,
it is because they could have quit,
Exactly.
And we talked about all year. Our little hashtag was unfinished business, and to see them bring that to fruition, it's huge. I was looking at them, and I could see the little stress in their face, and I was like, it's okay. Just relax, focus on possessions. That's been our motto, is just let's focus on offensive possessions and defensive possessions. Don't look at the scoreboard, even though they were, and I was too.
Just talk about that fast start, though, to hold Johnson
We've
Central
done that
scoreless.
all this tournament. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, just to jump out to the quick start. I mean, it's tremendous focus by your girls.
And it was such a hard thing for me to play that defense, but we did. And it was not a man-to-man, which is what I'm known for, but it worked. So credit to my guys who made me do that. I mean, he does a really good job, and we know that when we come out, he's going to expose my weaknesses, and I know I have to take care of business with him. And their team, they really do a good job on that pick and roll action that they do, and that's a credit to him and how he works them. So we had to make sure we we were ready to handle it. And we didn't handle it great every single time, but he's a great guy, and I've known him from the time I was in 3rd grade, and his mom was my teacher. So just it was a competition, and glad to finally get one on him.
Thank you again to our sponsors, Presbyterian Homes of Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps, Dr. Shane Hensley at Downtown Dental, and City Tire of Pikeville. And listen, as if the 15th region wasn't enough going on at the East Kentucky Expo Center, you also got the Mid-South Conference tournament going on over there, which brought even more basketball fans in the downtown area. It's kind of tough. UPike got knocked out early, but there's some great basketball.
Sunday night was the Mid-South Conference semifinals. UPike and Life, triple overtime, Wes. I mean, neither team wanted to lose. It came down to the end. A foul called, it's a questionable call, but you got to give Life credit. They attacked the basket. They got the call. They made their free throws when they had the chance. I mean, just a great atmosphere over there. Everybody was on the edge of their seat that whole game. I mean, UPike made some runs. They were down early in the first half, and they made some runs to get back in it. And each overtime, you never knew who was going to win it, and that created such an excitement. And, what another great job the Expo did with putting on a fantastic tournament.
Yeah, they've really done a spectacular job just juggling all these tournaments going on at the same time. Is a couple of handfuls.
And as we're recording this right now, Georgetown and Life men are competing for the Mid-South Conference championship. Automatic bid to the NAIA National Championship. UPike still should get a bid there. The girls, who knows? They're probably on the bubble now. They had an early exit, but a great tournament, great atmosphere, and we got plenty of highlights from that as well.
Yeah, stick around and check out some of the highlights from the men's and women's Mid-South Conference tournament, also at the East Kentucky Expo Center. And thank you again for joining us for episode 19 of the Bank On It podcast. We want to say thank you to our sponsors again, Presbyterian Homes of Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps, Dr. Shane Hensley at Downtown Dental, and City Tire of Pikeville. Thank you to our sponsors. And again, these guys have got all of the basketball action going on around the area covered. Make sure to give us a like and a subscribe on Facebook. Give it a share to your friends. If you're interested in sponsoring the podcast, shoot these guys an email. We'd be happy to get you involved. And thank you again for joining us. And we'll see you next week for episode 20.